Hi everybody! Today we're going to see how I draw Tricera Ops. Okay, pencils first and then Sharpies. So if you don't want to watch the pencil portion of the drawing that I have to lay it on the paper first, you're welcome to look at the video description and there will be timestamps of when you can click to the Sharpie portion of the video. So for now, I'm just going to draw myself a quick sketch and then I'll switch over to Sharpies. But first I gotta lay this down. I gotta come up with something good for you, and then we can move to Sharpies. But until that happens, pencils have to be put down first. And once you start sketching, once you figure this out, you'll know why you gotta lay the sketch down first, because you can't just start, well, I was going to say you can't just start laying ink down. Sure you can, absolutely you can, but you kind of want to plan stuff out, and there are certain artists out there that don't need to plan. Kim Jung, I can't remember his name right now, but he's a great artist that just goes straight to ink. I mean, it's crazy, but those are his skills, you know. So anyway, I can't do that, so I'm just going to sketch this out first. Okay, and I'm trying to think of a cool, fun pose. It's just something different, you know. It's not like it's cool and you've never seen this before, but I'm just trying to think of something fun to do. Okay, I think that'll work, and I gotta remember the little things, like the gloves. Okay, and I think she's going to be kind of hunched over, a little rambunctious, a little fun, you know. And how about we just do the legs straight out, you know, just kind of sticking straight. Okay, I like where this is going. I like where this is going. I like where okay, I'm not going to sing. I did joke around before that I'm going to make a all singing podcast. Sorry, not podcast. YouTube page. And it's going to be called Horrible Songs for Horrible People. I'm just kidding. I'm not really going to do that. But it's just something I say that makes me laugh. Alright. And let's just stick the leg out, you know. I was going to have it like hitting the ground, but you know what? It's not going to the way as high as I put it, but that's okay. Let's just do it anyway, see what happens. That's alright. That's okay. Let me zoom in on this, make sure I'm doing this right. Because, yeah, okay. So, she's got the same shin protectors like everybody has, and the same straps over, and I just got to draw it right. That's really what it comes down to. Yeah, I like that. Okay. Alright, that's enough of that part. So I'm happy with this. I'm going to move on now. I keep saying that when I keep drawing, huh? Move on, buddy, move on. Okay, alright, here we go. So that part's done. Let me think of something good for this other arm. How about just hang it down a little? Yeah, I like that because it's playful. That was the word I was looking for earlier. It's playful. Just something fun to do, you know. Not everybody has to be in crazy poses. So how about we just do? I guess we can just do a fist. Haven't done one of those in a while. That'll work. Okay, let's see. Do the little armband. It's going to go over, and so now I have to draw the head, right? That's like the most important part of this character. So, but first I got to make sure it fits over the real head. So let's see, the eyes would be about right there. Okay. Something like I should have sharpened my pencils, what I should have done. Let's give her a smile. Let's see, there's her jaw. It's gonna go in like that, but that's all I gotta draw, right? Okay, so now I gotta try to match up what I was sketching here. See if I can match up what I was laying down. Okay, that's not bad, that's not bad. I'm gonna draw the pupils real fast to make sure they're in the place I like. Yeah. That's going real good. Okay, let's see. So now I gotta draw. Let's see. I'm not gonna draw the detail of the head, like the eyes and all that stuff in there. I'm gonna do that with color, but I do want to at least place it down to know. Yeah. See, I just gotta make sure it looks right. Like that. Okay. There we go. And so I'm gonna draw these horn, that horn, some little nubs for the little I don't know what you call it, the collar thing. I don't know. Yeah, I'm sure you kids all know what it's called, but I don't. So that's where we are. Okay, I think I am ready to switch over to Sharpie, and I'm going to be using a Sharpie fine point and a Sharpie pen. And let's start with this Sharpie pen because it's a lot finer than the fine point, go figure, and I can control the thickness much better. So I want to make sure that I get the eyes and the details in with this Sharpie pen. So I'm going to do the top of the eyelid first, just to make sure it's where I want it to be. See, I do kind of have it at an angle, so I've got the eyelids going across just a little bit. Okay, so now I'm going to draw the retinas and the pupil just a touch, because these things start to bleed a lot, so I want to try to avoid that, and I can't draw all the line in there. So what I'm going to start to do is add like a little bit of makeup, like a little cat eye, you know, something like that, just to show that it's got a little bit more than just a line, you know. But that's all I'm gonna do. So I'm not gonna connect underneath the eye. Oops. I just said I'm not gonna do that, and I accidentally hit it while pointing to it. I'm not gonna connect underneath the eye because it'll start to blur. Like this is getting super chunky blurry over here, so I can't do anymore. I'm gonna go ahead and just draw the beak like this, and I thicken it up just a little bit, and that will guide me as to where I can put more lines. So see, I can't really go underneath that eye because I'm running out of room. So I can kind of come down here and do a little bit of the nose like that, and then I can do the mouth. Like I said, we're going to give her a smile like this. Do the top lip, bottom lip, and let's see. Now, as I'm doing this, I see I kind of shifted the whole thing over, so I kind of have to compensate for that. Just got to recalibrate. Okay, so there is her chin, and I'm going to bring her face over here like this. So I'm going to draw the side of her head like this, up like that. Okay, and I'm going to thicken it up just a little bit. Alright, I like where that's going. So now I need to draw this side over here. So I can't turn my paper, so I got to try to twist and turn to get in here myself. So I'm going to go over here like this for the other side of her face. That kind of fell off there. See how I got kind of that little stair step little thing? Just kind of hide it like that. Okay, so I'm going to draw the rest of her jaw over here like this. And it's not perfect. See, there's a little point like that, and yeah, it's okay. I'm not worried about it. You know, let's just enjoy what we're doing. Okay, so before I get too crazy here, I'm going to draw the top of the hat, or the top of the, I don't know what you would call this because it's not really the top of the mouth is what I'm going to do. So I can draw the teeth. In the teeth, I'm just going to come in here and do this, and then draw another tiny one like that. And I'll do the same thing here. And the other one we're going to say is behind that, so you can't really, that's all I can really do, okay? Just from the way it's facing. So now let's draw the ear. I'm going to do something like that, just real quick, just a little something, and then I can do the rest with the big Sharpie. So I'm gonna draw this horn here like that, and again thicken it up just a little bit. I am. If you're drawing with pencil, you don't have to worry about that. But the problem is, as soon as I start doing this, you're going to see why I'm thickening it up, because this is super thick. So I was just trying to match what's about to happen right here. Alright, so here we go. And it's a brand new Sharpie, so it is kind of a point. It's going to lose some point, but you're going to see how thick it's going to get once I start laying it down. So let's go ahead and do the mouth of the Triceratops to give us some edges, okay? So I'm just going to kind of do one of these. And I can control it with a new Sharpie much better than the older Sharpie. So that's how I can do this little edge. Like normally I would do that with the other Sharpie. There's no way I'd be able to get a fine line like that. But this time I can. This time I've got control because it's a new Sharpie. Okay, so I gave her a little bit of a neck where it goes into the head there. So now, like I told you before, I'm just going to draw the head without the details of the face. Okay, so I'm going to do something like this. That's where the horn's going to be. Over like this, same thing over here, and do something like that. So now I can draw the horns like this, and now I can continue the little headpiece that's going back behind like that. Okay, then draw the little nubby nums. Alright, and the head's done. Like I said, I'm not going to worry about the eyes or any of that stuff. As a matter of fact, I'm going to erase some of that just so it doesn't come through when I try to color it. Alright, so here we go. Let's do the rest of her. So, I'm going to draw this shoulder up and then this one down. So I'm going to go ahead and do this one down since it's already here. And we're just going to basically draw the shoulder. And I'm going to stop right there because that's where her little armband is going to be. And that's a good start-stop point is basically what that is. So I'm going to draw that little armband, then continue with the arm to the elbow, and let's do the rest of the arm. We're going to come in like this to where the elbow is, the crook of the arm, actually the inside of the elbow, and then she's got that wrist piece. I always call it a wrist communicator, though no one communicates with them. For some reason I like calling it that. That's what I think it is, you know? Okay, so from here we're just going to draw a fist. That's all we're really going to do. So I'm going to draw the other end of her arm like that. I'm going to draw the thumb bent over like this. It's going to come over the fingers, the back of the hand. This is going to be really easy to do. And like that. That's all we really can do because it's just a fist. Alright, so, sorry, my picture just disappeared. Let me pull up my screen back up. I'm looking at a picture of Tricera Ops, but not in this pose. So I'm looking to make sure that I don't forget anything, okay? So, let's draw all the way down to her belt, and that'll give us some start-stop points. Okay, so now her belt's going to be like this. So now I can draw her waist up to her breasts. And then I'm going to draw the backpack straps. Boy, I could not think of that word. Oof. Alright, and so since this is anatomy, she's a real person, we're going to go ahead and draw her breasts. There's no need to be afraid of that word. We're just going to draw like that, okay? And let's see, we'll bring this one in like that, and there we go. That's all we got to do. Okay, so now I'm going to draw her other arm up. So there's her shoulder, to her bicep, to the crook of her arm, and I'll do the other side too so you see where we are. We're going to draw to the shoulder like that. I'm going to draw her forearm like this, the shoulder, the elbow. I don't know my anatomy apparently. And so yeah, now we're just going to draw her hand, and I'm going to draw the little bit of the glove. Looks like that. And then I'm going to follow my sketch around to the thumb. Going to bring it around like this, and I got her kind of, you know, throwing a peace sign. Throwing the fingers in the air. I'm pretty sure she just don't care. Pretty funny, right? I got jokes. Not very good ones, but I got jokes. Alright, so now I'm just drawing her other fingers. Wrapped over, and so it's kind of hard with a big Sharpie to put all that detail of what's going on here, so I'm just going to kind of do something like this to try to bring it back into perspective of where we are, like that. Okay, that makes sense now? There we go. Okay, alright, so now let's finish her up. Let's draw her belt like this. And I'm going to draw her loops. Going to draw this one over here. Going to draw the other side of her belt. Like that. And now we're basically just drawing anatomy down. And so I've got one leg she's standing on. The other one is kind of flipped up, having fun. So I'm going to draw her booty to the side of her leg. And she's got that strap right there. So I'm going to kind of do something like this. This is the first time I've done it like this. Usually I draw it and then connect it, but I'm going to do it like this for you this time. So because I want to kind of show that I wanted the straps to kind of pull in the material, you know? So it's kind of all bunged in. Alright, so here's her knee, if that helps you to figure out where we are and where everything is. And I'm going to do a couple more little folds like that. Just because we can, you know, just to show that also that her clothing is all bunged up right there. Okay, and so let's see. I'm going to draw the front of her leg like this, and draw just a few little crease lines because her leg is all bent over. And so now I'm going to draw. I'm going to wait on. Well, now let's go ahead and finish the boot. I'll go ahead and do the boot. Basically, you're just going to draw anatomy down to her ankle, down to the front of her shoe, like that. Okay. And so now, I'm just going to draw a few little treads like this. And usually, what I do for the laces, I don't really do much. I just kind of do this, and I kind of take care of the rest with color. But I at least will give you this, so you have a little bit of a something to draw, you know? Oh, I love that sound. Alright, so let's draw the other leg all kind of kooky up. So let's see, there's her hip to her leg, and it's going to stop right here because there is the knee protector, just kind of like that, and then it kind of connects in the back here like this. And so now we can draw the back of her leg like that. Okay, and let's thicken that line up. That'll help us determine where we are with those. Okay, and so yeah, I kind of want to do like a few little crease lines because her pants are bending right there, you know. Okay, so here we're drawing the side of her legs. All we're really doing because it's up. So I'm going to draw to the shin protector, but I'm going to draw those lines that are going across it because there are two straps that are holding it on, and they're over the shin protector. So I wanted to draw that first so I could draw it underneath like that. That makes sense? And there is another level to it. So I'm going to draw this little line right here. And there you go. Now it looks 3D. Okay, so now we're just going to draw her bunged up pants like this. And it's going to go into her boot, which is like this, to the heel. Like that. And so now I'm just going to draw like a few little treads. Little combat boot treads, you know, real thick. And then so the last few things, I'm just going to add a few more creases and folds. I'm going to add a little detail like this, that little line that did before, something like that. And again, just some lines because it's all bunged up right there. That's one of my favorite words. I use that quite a bit, that it's all bunged up. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to do this one too, and then something like that. Cool. Awesome. So I say we take care of the rest with color. So that is Tricera Ops. So here is my colored version. You could do it however you like. I just thought I'd show you how I decided to color it. If you'd like to color it like this, you can always pause the video here and use the coloring techniques that I used, or you can just make it your own. Remember, this is how I draw. You draw how you draw. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more adventures of how I draw. Plus, don't forget to hit that notification button to be updated about each new video.